Speaking about is what's coming through all of us right now is just the earth is speaking again for those that can listen. Me personally, it's such an honor and a joy to be in direct communion with the earth, to know that this has always been there for our species to behold, to recognize. She's always spoken, but it's not. You really have to go inside to listen. You have to use the real eyes, which are the internal eyes, the eyes of inner listening, of inner knowing, that really blows the rational mind or the logical mind out of the water. It can't, that type of mind can't keep up with that knowing, with that state of elucidation that comes through when you are able to quiet the mind and settle the mind enough to just enter the space between thoughts. And when you can really expand in that space, the eruption of genius from this planet and from our own individual frequencies that we embody on this planet really comes forward for us to speak in language, for us to embody, for us to dance in, for us to paint in, for us to do whatever type of creativity wants to flow through us. And I really enjoy the fact that you've spoken about that for the last hour, really. And I want you to speak more about that, about how you are able to access that, how you are able to allow that energy to flow through and capture it and to hold it.
The moon triggers something within me, whether it's noon, full, or just casing over in its pieces. I mean, especially with this winter time, it's like really hibernating. I'm really jumping into dreamland, which is really, really fun. The lucidity and the imagination is nothing to fear at all, and really resting deep. And that's what Mother provides for us. The feminine essence allows us to feel supported and provides for us to rest and heal and nurture. Just anything you would want in a mother, essentially, you'll find it there within the moon or within the earth that's living through us all. And the abundance that she shares with us is so awesome and inspirational. I find inspiration when the moon's full for me. I find a lot of inspiration and deep inner knowing, like you spoke of, like inner knowing of understanding where I'm at in the external world and listening to that inner knowing of being guided or flowing and just like touching that essence that lives within us all, just allowing the creative intelligence of the moon and its phases to come through us. And the darkness and the mystery and the imagination is just so fun. I mean, I just love wintertime. It's just so great to have these shorter days and to plant seeds within ourselves. So when the sun comes out again and the sunlight hits us even more so, these things can grow. And it all starts with the feminine residing within us, that's guiding us in creative aspects, the creative expression. I mean, I love her. It's fun.
And I think really to understand the cycles again of this planet, because we always act like we have to be busy, we have to be doing work, but it's like, well, what is the quality of the work we're doing? Are we actually doing work in a state of excellence, or are we just working for the sake of working, just to say that we're working?
Yeah, what does work even mean?
Yeah, and I really want to move away from jobs, because we don't need to create more jobs. We need to create more the conducive conditions for people to come into their life's work, the work that really. Where people are able to thrive. If you look around,
and they're inspired to work, because we have all these jobs in this society culture, and these generations are coming through, and people are wanting to work. I mean, I think there's a gift within work. I think, however, people aren't wanting to contribute to what's going on here with our generation, especially. And I think the generations above us are kind of confused with how we act and behave. But the thing is, we love to work, and it's just how do we define work? What's the meaning behind the work, behind us humans and us earthlings? Like, what does Earth want us to do? What is that work? What is that work? And I I feel for us men, that's been distorted from us, and we feel like we can't even touch that. We can't even touch that because it's too scary, it's too unknown. But the thing is, that's the most beautiful thing about it, the mystery and the unfolding and the surprises. Like, I don't really care what happens in the future. I just know great stuff's gonna happen to all of us. And it's just great.
I mean, we have to see that this is a gift. Life is a gift. It's not something that we that we just arrived at out of nothing, you know, and then we go back into nothing. It is a sacred honor to be here. And if it's a sacred honor, well, what do we do with that gift? Because when I mean, you it's a pleasure for me. It's a pleasure to do something. For me, it's a pleasure to try to figure out, to ask these questions, if it's seeming like I'm not doing any work, but to have this internal dialogue of what is my true, not only my true nature, but what is my true life's work on this planet, and then how do I go about creating the conditions in my external environment to be that work, to embody it, to invigorate others to do their work. That's really what this journey is about, is to inspire the younger generations to be their medicine on this planet. To that, no, they don't have to sell themselves to any institution or to any organization. They can walk in their genius from the moment they're born to the moment they die.
Well, that's our birthright too.
Yes.